Please pause for the moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
A big change is coming to our Texan football team next school year.
And we get to see how our Texan athletes train off the court.
Also, a phone that catches the interest of many gamers and costs the same, even less than most of the popular phones out today.
Athletic redistricting was announced yesterday by the University Interscholastic League, and Northwest Athletics will see some big changes. Northwest is the only school out of 3 high schools in our district that changed classifications through the realignment process in football. The team will move up from a 5A Division II to a 5A Division I in that sport. Our football team will take on teams from Abilene Cooper, Azle, Brewer, Crowley, Arlington Heights, Granbury, and Saginaw. In basketball and volleyball, Northwest will compete in District 6 5A and will compete against Birdville, Colleyville, Heritage, Denton Ryan, Denton, Grapevine, Lake Dallas, Richland, and Saginaw. Competition will be very competitive next year compared to this year, and we wish our athletes the best of luck as they begin preparing for next season.
President Trump will address the nation tonight as the State of the Union addresses from the United States Capitol. The address will begin at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This time will be the 3rd State of the Union address and will take place on the eve of the Senate's impending vote tomorrow on his impeachment trial.
Down our art hall, Miss Adair's classes have been working on many new projects, but recently they were challenged to paint any card of their choosing, which ranges from a simple King of Hearts to Pokemon cards. They prepared the project by only sketching them out and immediately starting painting and perfecting them using only one medium watercolor. Good job to art for their hard work.
We get to see our athletes on the field and on the court, but what we don't see is their effort they put in when the season ends. NHSTV reporter Ryan Jones has the story.
Every athlete enjoys the success that comes during the regular season, but many don't know about the hard work that comes during the off-season. Off-season is a time our Texan athletes spend training to prepare for their approaching season.
Season, everybody, typically you're not training as hard, you're still training for strength. The off-season's where we're trying to push you to get outside of your comfort zone. That's not the ideal place we want a kid during the season. We want them to feel comfortable, we want them to feel strong, we want them to feel confident.
Many think off-season is just about strengthening physically, but it's also about their mental development.
As far as the mental growth goes, we have to teach our kids toughness in the off-season. And typically you'll see the off-season amp up in the workouts just in the toughness to get our kids where they need to be.
It helps us prepare strength-wise, it helps us prepare skill-wise, and it helps us prepare mentally to get ready for all the games we have coming up.
With so much hard work, recovery is extremely important.
My role in the recovery process for athletes is vital. We're the only part of the school here that deals with rehab of athletic injuries. So we're the primary caregivers in the medical field for all the athletes here at Northwest High School.
Our Texan athletes are committed to their off-season and feel that this is a vital part to their triumphs in season.
I feel like our off-season is a big part of our success coming in towards this season because, like I said, we grow as a team and we get to know each other through the off-season, and we'll be successful that way.
I think off-season plays a big role in our success in season because it mentally and physically prepares us.
With NHSTV, this has been Ryan Jones.
Thanks, Ryan. And now the coach that works behind the scenes to prepare our athletes for their next season is in studio.
That's right, Ray Dawn. So I'm here with Coach Castleberry right now. So do you plan all of the off-season for all the sports?
For the most part,
Yes.
we start typically the training season or the training year for me begins at the last competition. So as soon as football was done playing or volleyball or whoever, basketball, then that's when their training year begins. And it typically starts with a meeting with the head coach. I'll have an idea based off of what I saw them playing, how they reacted, where they moved, so on and so forth. Injuries have a part in it. And then I'll just begin working in different phases. Typically, we're pretty blessed here because we have a third party that comes in and runs our summers, which takes a lot off my plate, but at the same time, it gives the kids new energy. But luckily, work well with Stubby and performance course and know what they're going to do that I can kind of prepare our kids for that. So typically, we try to get them strong early.
Yes, of course.
And then as we get closer to the season, the conditioning part comes more into it. You know, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
The off season, the grind, so to speak, is the one that weeds out the ones that we find out if they really want to play,
Yes,
if
yes,
they're
of
really going to
course.
stick it out. But yeah, we put a plan together that's sometimes 36 weeks long, and basically works through different phases from strength to dynamic effort to conditioning circuits or whatever you want to call it.
And like weight room and all that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
weight room. And it's typically we look at how many weeks the coach wants to train, and then how much time we've got, how many athletes we have, and the facilities, and all of that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on, and back to you, anchors.
Thanks, Clover. The North Texas Teen Book Festival is on Saturday, March 7th, and our librarian, Miss Leroy, has made it into a field trip. All you need to do is fill out an online form, and more information will be provided after. This is a great opportunity to meet many young adult authors that will be there, including John Green, Angie Thomas, and many more. For more information or to sign up in person, you can stop by the library and talk to Miss Leroy.
There have been many improvements in the world of technology, and Cooper is back to update us on this week's edition of Tech Talk.
Public transport may be driverless in the very near future. A project from an MIT spinoff called Optimus Ride has started operating shuttles without drivers in Fairfield, California. For now, the shuttle still has a safety driver and a software operator on board, but the company's goal is to be completely driverless by the end of the year. Optimus Ride intends to implement its shuttles in residential communities, campuses, and industrial parks. If your video game console of choice happens to be your cell phone, you're in luck. The Black Shark Pro 2 Pro is the newest addition to the gaming cell phone genre, boasting high-definition graphics and extremely fast processing speeds for a phone. The phone also has an outstanding touch report rate, meaning the amount of time in between taps on the screen is reduced by over 100%. The Black Shark Pro 2 will be available in the US sometime soon for $599. One of the cuter pieces of technology showcased at CES is Jenny, the realistic dog robot. Meant to help people with conditions like autism or PTSD, Jenny is a lap dog with built-in sensors to help it respond to being pet, making faces, and responding to voice commands. Her responses to human interaction make her highly realistic, and reporters have been blown away at how well Jenny suspends their disbelief. If you're looking for a new furry friend, Jenny can be purchased for $450. That's all I got for you guys on this week's edition of Tech Talk.
On February 7th and 8th, NHS is hosting a Winter Guard competition. There are several volunteer spots available, and it is a great opportunity to earn hours toward a green cord for graduation. There are 3 shifts available to volunteer, so see Coach Bishop to sign up.
Tomorrow we have a group in studio to talk about their next big performance.
And how you may be able to leave school early during your senior year.
Thanks for watching. This has been NHSTV Live.